like Gisele Bundchen for Tom Brady. Sort of bet no one's listening whose wife has showed up at their job to defend them. I'll bet you there is. And that will be fun. Meanwhile, we were going to play Dumber Than Zane trivia on Thursday when we were live from Radio Row at the Super Bowl. But stuff started happening. Dick Vermeil showed up. Jay Moore showed up. Kurt Schilling showed up.
Kostaki Economopoulos showed up.
In the ballpark.
Kostaki Economopoulos.
That was as close as you've come.
Economopoulos.
Yep. A little further.
Economopoulos.
That's it.
Yeah.
Kostaki Economopoulos.
Your life will be very different now that you've got it.
I've got some football jokes. I can tell you football jokes.
We had gotten as far as getting a contestant, Dan in Ludington, listening on Real Rock. Hi, Dan.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. First of all, we appreciate your patience. That had to be a bit of a roller coaster ride to finally get through, be told you're caller 8, and then be left on hold for a long time only to find out you wouldn't get to play that day, maybe the next day, but maybe not. So we appreciate that.
Good talk.
Yep. Were you nervous, Dan?
Yeah, I was. I was really nervous.
What about now?
Not so much.
Okay.
Be calm.
Dan, what do you do?
Nothing.
I sit here.
You're unemployed.
I just sit here.
So you could use $1,600, obviously.
How long have you been unemployed?
A little over 8 months.
Really? How long when are you going to stop being part of the problem and do something?
Maybe after I whip your butt in this trivia game.
Okay. There you go. What kind of job do you want? Maybe somebody will be listening and decide to give you a job.
I wouldn't.
Any type of warehouse job.
There you go.
Forklift driver.
Hey, you're poor.
I don't know why that's broken.
Way to shoot high.
Jeez. Zane is piling on.
Yeah, he is.
I am definitely rooting for Dan.
Who isn't?
Dan, would you call odd or even as Hot Wings rolls a die to see who's going to go first and who's going to go second?
Okay. Odd.
He says odd.
It is even. It's 6.
Zane, first or second?
I will go. I defer. I'm going to go first.
Zane's going to go first. Dan will have last at bats. Dan, you probably know how to play, but for somebody who might be new, or for you just in case, we'll play to 5. Every time you get a question right, you get a point. Get one wrong, your opponent gets one shot to steal it. Dan has last at bat, so if Zane gets to 5 and Dan has 4, he'd have a chance to tie. If it's the other way around, Dan would win if he got to 5 and Zane only had 4 because of the last at bats. Dan, any questions?
Nope, not at all.
All right. Zane, you're up first. What religious group believes the beginning of the last days was the onset of World War I? What religious group believes the beginning of the last days was the onset of World War I?
I don't know. No idea.
No guess?
Religious group. The Moonies.
That is incorrect. Dan, a chance to steal. What religious group believes that the beginning of the last days was the onset of World War I?
What are you going to do when Jesus comes back and puts a boot up your ass?
Fair question.
I don't know. Church of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is not, in fact, the Mormons. How makes you have a guess?
Man, I don't.
That is officially a very hard question.
It is. Joe, any idea?
No, actually.
Jehovah's Witness. I had no idea.
Oh. I didn't know that either.
Dan, your question.
Huh.
Google complies with the Golden Shield Project to restrict Internet access to citizens of what country?
Could you repeat that, please?
Sure. Google complies with the Golden Shield Project to restrict Internet access to citizens of what country?
Iran?
That is incorrect.
North Korea.
That is incorrect. They were roundly criticized for restricting Internet access to the citizens of China.
So North Koreans can?
I doubt it.
I don't think North Korea lets anything in.
Oh, they don't let them out.
Yeah. Eric Zane, your question. What NCAA football team is nicknamed the Red Elephants?
The Alabama Crimson Tide?
That is correct. Zane is on the board with 1.
War Eagle! Oh, I meant Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Dan, who returned to Cuba with his father on June 28th, 2000?
Returned to Cuba with his dad.
Elian Gonzalez.
Nice!
Correct. Well done.
Damn!
I thought
Good
that might
call.
that could easily be one of those where you can't think of the name, but as soon as you hear it, it's clear as day. Well done.
Pull.
Came back to Florida on a tire.
Eric Zane, static apnea is the technical term for what feat of endurance practiced by Harry Houdini and David Blaine?
Breath holding.
Correct. 2-1. Dan, your question.
Okay.
What ingredient makes most marshmallows, jelly beans, and gummy bears unsuitable for strict vegetarians?
What?
What ingredient makes most marshmallows, jelly beans, and gummy bears unsuitable for most strict vegetarians?
Gelatin.
Correct. Tied at 2.
How about Dan?
Eric Zane, in what film did Whoopi Goldberg make her acting debut?
Wow, hot.
Let's see, what year was that for him? I think he starred in Ghost.
That is incorrect. Dan, chance to steal. In what movie did Whoopi Goldberg make her film debut?
Burglar.
Burglar! I remember Burglar. No, I don't.
I do not. That is incorrect.
I do remember that title.
Yeah.
Do you know the answer, Hotwings?
My guess would have been that or Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Yeah. Apparently she was in The Color Purple. She won a Golden Globe. All you ever hear about is Oprah.
Wow. I thought those other ones were older. That's why I would have gotten that wrong. No idea.
Dan, what party foul did Seinfeld's George Costanza commit that was later reported on a 2008 issue of the Journal of Food Safety?
Double dip.
Gosh darn it, Dan!
3-2. Dan's on top. $1,600 is what you're playing for, Dan.
Wow. Get to watch a lot of TV laid off.
Boom goes the dynamite.
That's right.
That's right. And listen to the radio show.
Eric Zane,
Mouth breathe.
what liquor is at the heart of a Manhattan?
Huh.
This would tie it at 3. If you miss it and Dan gets it, he would be ahead 4-2 and would have a chance to win in his own question. What liquor is at the heart of a Manhattan?
You see, liquor, not really my wheelhouse. If you had asked me what beer is bad to barf up, I'd say Busch.
A little more experience, huh?
Yeah.
God, I love Busch.
In all senses.
Yeah, I think we all do.
No. Only one sense. Only beer. If what you're talking about, I want it bald. Gin.
That is incorrect.
Oh, I know Dan's got this. He's got one in his hand right now.
Dan, what liquor is at the heart of a Manhattan?
Bourbon. Whiskey.
What do you think, Hotwings?
I would associate them the same, but I'm not exactly a connoisseur.
Yeah, we're going to take that. They say whiskey.
And before you
count it.
said anything, he did say whiskey. So
He did.
I'm comfortable with that.
4-2.
You've
Dan
been
is
spending government money on whiskey, haven't you?
Dan, if you win, it's going to feel good, isn't it?
It's going to feel very good.
4 months' pay.
Absolutely.
Dan, what instrument of religious persecution does nobody expect?
What?
Could you repeat that?
Yes.
Puzzling.
What instrument of religious persecution does nobody expect? Nobody expect in quotes. This is for the win and $1,600. This is a tough question.
There's nobody.
What instrument of religious? man, I don't know.
What instrument of religious persecution does nobody expect? Hotwings, you think you have any ideas without saying it? Joe, how about you?
Not one.
Okay.
Come on, Dan.
Dan, any guess?
Crucifixion. I don't know.
That is incorrect.
Okay, nobody expect is in quotes, so that means like surprise. So it could be like the Phantom Nut.
Could be. Yeah.
I wonder which country uses that.
As religious persecution. Yeah.
Probably the Germans.
Yeah. The Iraqis are always doing that to the Kurds.
Nobody expect.
Giving them the Phantom Nut.
Bless you. Or something.
Shout your answer out.
Wow. I just hit refresh on the email while you're thinking. And we got what is no doubt the most racist email I've ever seen. So much so that I will not read it on the air.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I love racism.
Well, you're going to love this. Unbelievable.
Okay, firing squad.
That is incorrect. If I said it's largely associated with a Monty Python sketch, would any of you get it then?
Man-eating rabbit?
No.
I like you, Dan.
I do too. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I think that was in a Mel Brooks movie.
Is it really?
The History of the World
Look at
Part
the card.
1.
It says Monty. I thought it was too, but it says Monty Python on the card.
They may have done it too, I guess. But I remember
I thought
from
the same thing.
From History of the World Part 1.
All right, that one was
Holy
really
cow,
hard.
man. That was...
Eric Zane, your question. What extinct flightless bird lived only on the island of Mauritius? Possibly pronounced wrong.
The dodo?
Correct. 4-3, Dan has the lead. Dan, with the correct answer here, you win $1,600.
Come on, Dan, do it for poverty people everywhere.
What Apple co-founder appeared on Dancing with the Stars?
Steve Wozniak.
You're pretty sure? That's correct, and that's $1,600, Dan.
I'm walking on sunshine.
You are, man. Way to go.
Well done.
I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa! I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa!
Dan, congratulations.
Thank you.
You have played a game of Dumber Than Zane unlike any other in that you had to wait, 4 days to get to play? 4 or 5 days?
Yeah, thanks for the study time.
Yeah.
Take that $1,600, buy some fine resume paper, maybe a ink cartridge, and, subscription to an online source to get a job as a forklift operator someplace in the area. What do you think?
To the internet, a microphone for a radio station?
No, you can't do radio.
Maybe. You never know. Yeah. That's how it starts for some people. Dan, well done, and hold on, okay?
All right.
That's a lot of ramen noodles.
Good job. $1,600. Joe, you saw the racist email?
I did.
You're a fan.
I think it's funny.
Not of the racism, but of...
No.
Yeah.
I think it is a funny racist email. Yeah, I agree.
What is the subject line? Does it stand out?
I don't even want to...
No, you'll know.
Yeah, you'll find it. We'll take a break.
Oh, okay.
We'll take a break. It is the Free Beer and Hotwings Show.
This is the Free Beer and Hotwings Show. 3 hosts: Greg Free Beer Daniels, Chris Hotwings Michaels, Eric Zane.
Hey, next break, I got to tell you a story about I screamed at a bantam hockey player at my kid's hockey game yesterday.
You screamed at a hockey player?
Yeah. I screamed him down. Gave him a little sweet Zane mouth.
Yeah. Make you feel like a big man.
That's right. I gave a kid some sweet Zane mouth.
That did sound pretty weird.
What was that terminology we came up with last week? Mouth pedophilia? No.
Now, back to the Free Beer and Hotwings Show.
What Hotwings thinks this hour